Time is not a straight line. It moves more like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes violent. And about 66 million years ago, that river of life hit a sudden wall. Picture Earth back then. The air was cleaner than today, with higher oxygen levels. Massive reptiles ruled the land. For roughly 160 million years, dinosaurs dominated almost every ecosystem. Compared to them, early mammals were tiny, weak, and unimportant. Small creatures hiding in shadows, surviving quietly at night. But the universe does not recognize kings. It only follows the laws of physics. Far beyond Earth, in the region between Mars and Jupiter, a large asteroid was knocked off its path. This space rock, around 10 kilometers wide, began racing toward Earth at incredible speed. By the time dinosaurs could have noticed the bright object in the sky, it was already too late. As the asteroid entered the atmosphere, friction superheated the air around it to extreme temperatures. Then it struck what is now the Yucatan region of Mexico. The explosion released energy far beyond any nuclear weapon ever created by humans. Entire regions were devastated within minutes. Shock waves circled the globe. Earthquakes shook continents. Massive tsunamis swept across coastlines. But the greatest destruction came afterward. Dust, ash, and sulfur rose high into the atmosphere and blocked sunlight. The planet was pushed into darkness. Without sunlight, photosynthesis stopped. Plants died. Herbivores starved. Predators followed. Around 3/4 of Earth's species disappeared. The age of dinosaurs ended. Yet, extinction was not total. Small mammals survived. Their size helped. They required less food. Many lived underground, protected from extreme heat and cold. Being warm-blooded allowed them to maintain body temperature even when the climate shifted dramatically. Adaptability, not strength, saved them. As the dust slowly settled and sunlight returned, Earth became a blank canvas. Over millions of years, mammals diversified. Some returned to the oceans and eventually evolved into whales. Others grew into large land animals. Our own ancestors took a different path, into the trees. Living in trees demanded depth perception and precise movement. Eyes gradually shifted forward, creating binocular vision that improved distance judgment. Hands evolved with flexible fingers and opposable thumbs for gripping branches. The brain became increasingly complex, constantly calculating movement and balance. Then, environmental change forced another shift. Tectonic activity in Africa altered landscapes and climate. Forests shrank. Grasslands expanded. Some primates descended from trees and adapted to life on open ground. Standing upright, walking on two legs offered advantages. It improved visibility over tall grass, increased energy efficiency over long distances, and freed the hands for carrying and tool use. Around 2.5 million years ago, early humans such as Homo habilis began shaping stone tools. Sharp-edged stones allowed access to nutrient-rich bone marrow and meat. A diet richer in calories supported larger brains. Over time, brain size increased significantly. Later, Homo erectus mastered fire. Fire provided warmth, protection from predators, and the ability to cook food. Cooking made digestion easier and freed up energy that could support even greater brain development. Around campfires, early humans likely strengthened social bonds and developed complex communication. Storytelling and shared ideas began shaping early societies. Eventually, Homo sapiens appeared roughly 300,000 years ago. They were not alone. Other human relatives, such as Neanderthals and Denisovans, existed. Physically, some of these groups were stronger, but Homo sapiens had a powerful advantage: advanced language and imagination. Humans could create shared beliefs, myths, religions, systems of trade, and social rules. These shared ideas allowed large groups of unrelated individuals to cooperate. Cooperation on a massive scale became humanity's greatest strength. From a small mammal hiding underground after a cosmic disaster to a species capable of splitting atoms and planning missions to Mars, the journey has been shaped by adaptation, chance, and cooperation. We often think of ourselves as separate from nature, but we are part of the same evolutionary story that began billions of years ago. The asteroid that ended one era opened the door for another. Unlike the dinosaurs, we have awareness and choice. What we choose to do with that power will shape the next chapter of life on Earth.